The drumbeat stopped abruptly. A sharp cry tore through the air. "She's gone," someone screamed. In the middle of the crowded village square, where the wedding feast was in full swing, the bride had vanished. Plates of steaming jollof spilled onto the red earth as dancers froze mid-step. The groom, a wail, pushed through the startled guests, his heart pounding like the talking drum. "Where is she?" he shouted, his voice echoing across the square. What began as a day of joy was about to unravel into a storm of secrets and betrayal. Adwail had waited for this day with a heart full of hope. He was the son of Chief Aladimji, respected across the Yoruba lands for his wisdom and generosity. His bride, Abaik, was admired for her beauty. Her eyes shone like wet cowries, and her smile could melt even the hardest heart. The union of their families had been the talk of the entire region, but Abaik carried a secret, one that even the ancestors whispered about with unease. The morning had begun like a scene from a dream. Drummers lined the path to the square, women wrapped in rich aso oak danced gracefully, and elders recited proverbs of blessing. An elder had warned, "He who loves must not destroy what he loves." Adwail stood proudly, dressed in white agbada embroidered with gold, his staff of authority by his side. As Abaik approached, veiled in coral beads and flowing iro, cheers erupted. But somewhere deep in the forest path, just before she reached the square, she had hesitated. Her chest tightened. Her lie burned like hot coal beneath her jewel. Weeks before, her family had sworn to Adwail's people that she was untouched, pure as the morning dew. But Abaik knew the truth. There had been a man, a forbidden love, a promise broken. She thought she could bury it. She thought the truth would never surface. But the gods have a way of pulling secrets into the light. Just as the feast began, a stranger arrived at the edge of the crowd. His clothes were travel-worn, his face shadowed by pain and anger. Abaik saw him. Their eyes met. Her blood froze. It was Sei, the man she had loved in secret. He had been banished from the village months ago for defying her father's wishes. She thought he was gone forever, but now, like a storm at the horizon, he had returned. As the drums grew louder, Sei shouted, "Tell them the truth, Abaik." Gasps spread through the square like wildfire. Abaik's hands trembled. Adwail turned to her, confusion clouding his joy. "What truth?" he demanded. She shook her head. "Ignore him," she whispered, but the whisper was too late. Sei stepped forward and raised a charm tied with black cloth. "You swore to me under the moon, Abaik. You said you would never belong to another." The elders stirred uneasily. One of them murmured, "No secret lasts till the end of the day." Abaik panicked. Her feet carried her before her mind caught up. She turned and fled, weaving through the crowd. Her veil tore as she ran. The drummers stopped. The dancers froze. Adwail, burning with shame and rage, chased after her into the darkening forest path. The night was alive with crickets and distant thunder. Lantern light flickered as Adwail followed her footprints. "Abaik," he shouted, "stop running." She stumbled near the old Iroko tree, where lovers once made forbidden vows. Tears streamed down her face. "I didn't mean to lie," she cried. "I was afraid. I wanted to belong to you, but the past would not let me go." Adwail's face hardened. "Fear builds weak houses, and weak houses fall," he said through clenched teeth. Just then, a sudden gust of wind blew. Sei emerged from the shadows, holding a calabash covered in red cloth. "The gods know the truth," he said. "Let the spirits judge." In Yoruba tradition, when words cannot decide, the calabash of truth reveals. They placed it between them. Abaik's hands shook as she touched it. The cloth slipped off, revealing a mirror-like surface of water inside. She saw her reflection, and beside it the image of Sei. The mirror rippled violently. A sharp clap of thunder echoed. The elders, who had followed at a distance, saw it too. There was no denying the sign. Abaik fell to her knees, wailing. "Forgive me," she begged Adwail. But betrayal cuts deeper than a blade. Adwail turned his back, lifting his staff. "The gods have spoken," he said bitterly. "May the land remember this day." Abaik was taken back to her father's compound in disgrace. The feast was abandoned. The marriage was dissolved before it even began. As dawn broke over the village, the elders gathered the youth beneath the Iroko tree. One elder spoke solemnly. Lies scatter the home, truth rebuilds it. And so the tale of the bride who lied spread through the land, not as a mere story, but as a warning. For in matters of marriage, truth is the pillar that holds the house. When that pillar cracks, the roof will surely fall.